Imagine a network of paths, etched into the Earth's most formidable landscapes, stretching further than any single empire's reach. A silent, colossal artery that pulsed with life for millennia, weaving together disparate worlds. This wasn't a singular road, but a labyrinth of trails, deserts, and mountain passes, far exceeding the famed Roman road system in length and ambition. It was a conduit for wealth, power, and human connection, yet its true scale and profound impact often remain overlooked. Prepare to journey into the heart of history's most ambitious and enduring trade route, a story whispered across continents by the wind. For centuries, the East and West existed in near total ignorance of each other, separated by vast, impenetrable barriers. Yet, an innate human drive for connection, for curiosity, and for profit would slowly, painstakingly, forge links across this chasm. It began not with grand design, but with tentative steps, small exchanges, and a desperate search for resources. This wasn't merely a route. It was an evolving, living organism, constantly shifting, adapting, and growing with every intrepid journey. Its very existence defied the harsh realities of ancient travel. The true catalyst for this epic network emerged from the Han Dynasty in China. Around the 2nd century BCE, the secret of silk production, a marvel of ancient technology, ignited desire across the known world. Chinese rulers, initially seeking allies against nomadic invaders, dispatched emissaries like Zhang Qian into the treacherous western regions. His daring voyages, though initially fraught with capture and hardship, brought back tantalizing tales of sophisticated kingdoms and exotic goods, inadvertently laying the groundwork for unprecedented international commerce. While silk remains its most iconic commodity, the route was a vibrant marketplace for an astonishing array of goods. From east to west flowed porcelain, tea, spices like cinnamon and pepper, jade, and gunpowder's precursor. In return, the West offered horses, gold, silver, glass, wool, and precious stones such as lapis lazuli. Every item carried a story, a testament to the diverse crafts and resources of the distant lands, fueling economies and shaping the very fabric of ancient societies across thousands of miles. This monumental network didn't exist in a vacuum. Powerful empires rose and fell along its arteries, each vying for control and taxing its rich flow. The Parthian Empire, followed by the Sassanids, dominated the western land routes, acting as crucial intermediaries between China and Rome. Further north, the Kushan Empire thrived, facilitating trade through Central Asia. These empires, often hostile to one another, paradoxically ensured the route's continuity, their very conflicts and alliances shaping the shifting pathways of trade and diplomacy. In the distant Roman Empire, silk became an extravagant obsession. Roman writers bemoaned the vast sums of gold flowing eastward to Serica, the land of silk, to adorn their elite. A single ounce of silk could cost an ounce of gold. This insatiable demand fueled the route, prompting Roman merchants to venture ever further, though few reached China directly. The luxury of silk became a symbol of status and power, binding the seemingly disparate empires of Rome and Han China in a delicate economic embrace. Along the desolate stretches of the Taklamakan Desert and other arid lands, oasis cities emerged as vital hubs. Places like Samarkand, Bokhara, Kashgar, and Palmyra became flourishing centers of commerce, culture, and rest for weary caravans. They offered fresh water, food, and security, transforming perilous journeys into viable expeditions. These cities weren't just refueling stops. They were crucibles where languages, religions, and ideas mingled, creating unique cosmopolitan societies that bridged east and west. More than just commodities traversed these routes. The Silk Road was a superhighway of intellectual and spiritual exchange. Buddhism traveled from India to China, transforming both cultures. Christianity and Islam also found pathways eastward. Technologies, from papermaking and printing to gunpowder and advanced irrigation, disseminated across continents. This intellectual cross-pollination fostered unprecedented advancements, demonstrating that the greatest wealth exchanged was often not tangible, but rather the intangible currency of knowledge. Every journey along these ancient paths was an act of courage. Caravans faced relentless dangers, scorching deserts, unforgiving mountains, and treacherous river crossings. Bandits, diseases, and hostile tribes lurked in the shadows, ready to ambush unsuspecting merchants. The sheer scale of the landscape and the isolation of long stretches meant that many who set out never returned. Yet, the promise of profit, the lure of the unknown, and the drive for connection propelled intrepid travelers onward, forging a legacy of resilience. In the 13th century, the Mongol Empire, under Genghis Khan and his successors, briefly unified much of the Eurasian landmass, ushering in a period known as the Pax Mongolica. This era saw an unprecedented revival and security for the Silk Road. Trade flourished, and travelers like Marco Polo journeyed further than ever before. While brutal in its expansion, Mongol rule inadvertently created a more stable environment for commerce, allowing goods and ideas to flow with renewed vigor across its vast domain. The very arteries that brought prosperity also became pathways for devastation. In the mid-14th century, the Black Death, a bubonic plague originating in Central Asia, spread westward along the trade routes. Carried by fleas on rats, it ravaged cities and decimated population from China to Europe, fundamentally altering the course of human history. This terrifying chapter starkly illustrated the interconnectedness of the world long before modern globalization, proving that trade carried not only wonders, but also profound threats. By the 15th century, the ancient land routes began to wane. Political instability, new technological advancements in shipbuilding, and the age of exploration shifted global trade to the seas. Maritime routes, though not without their own perils, offered greater capacity, often faster travel, and bypassed the constant tolls and dangers of overland journeys. The Silk Road's pulse slowed, its grand caravans replaced by the masts of towering ships, forever altering the global economic landscape and diminishing the land route's former glory. Though its heyday passed centuries ago, the ghost of this colossal trade network endures. Its legacy is etched into the cultural DNA of countless nations, in the shared traditions, linguistic borrowings, and artistic influences that crisscross Eurasia. It taught humanity the profound value of connection, the immense power of exchange, and the indomitable spirit of exploration. The Silk Road wasn't just a path. It was a testament to human ingenuity, resilience, and the enduring quest for knowledge and prosperity across vast, forbidding distances. The ancient trade route, far grander and more enduring than any single empire, was a testament to humanity's unyielding drive to connect. It defied deserts, scaled mountains, and bridged cultural chasms, proving that despite vast distances and profound differences, the lure of discovery and the promise of exchange could unite the world. Its story is a dramatic reminder of how profoundly interconnected we have always been, shaping the very course of civilization. One arduous step, one precious commodity, and one shared idea at a time. The echoes of its caravans still resonate, whispering tales of an epic journey that truly changed the world.